So I'm sitting there just bottling up all these things, and they cut to commercial, and I'm just like, yo, I gotta quit. I can't do this. I cannot get through this. But when you push through those moments, man, there's so much abundance on the other side of that.
Yo, it's your boy Business, aka the Show Venter. I vent about all your favorite shows and all that. BMF, Power Ghost, Power Force, Raising Kanan, Bel Air. Y'all know what I do, man. This is the Love is Love podcast, episode 4. I got a special guest in the building, man. Like, this week we had to up it, bro. We keep upping it. I'm saying I got dancer, professional dancer. He been dancing for years, I'm saying, on big stages. You probably didn't know that. I'm saying we're gonna get into all of that though. Actor now, like, great actor, bro. Great actor, like with the drama, dramatic, bro. Like, he's different with it. Like, he's different. When the lights is on, he's on. Get what I'm saying? I got CHIKE, aka Scrappy. I call him Scrap from Raising Kanan, man. What's up, bro?
What's good, my brother? Happy to be here, man.
Yeah, man. I'm happy you're here, man. So, just want to let the people know, like, a little bit about yourself and all that, like a little background about you for the people that don't know.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Grew up in Brooklyn, Bed-Stuy to be specific.
Bed-Stuy.
You know what I'm saying? Bed-Stuy, do or die, you know. Mom is from Jamaica. Came up here for college, art school, met my pops, both artists. So it was kind of destined for me and my siblings to be involved in creativity. You know, we all grew up dancing, playing a guitar, singing, playing the piano, drumming, doing capoeira, gymnastics, on the swim team. So my parents really just kept us busy to keep us off the streets. You know, we didn't even realize that that's what it was. We were just accustomed Monday through Sunday, always having something to do. So the beautiful thing is, as I got older, I tried to keep that same discipline, still keep my schedule full and busy, you know, and just looking at the arts and realizing I can create a life for myself by doing what I love.
That's fire, I'm not gonna lie. Like, you really just, you was straight out the gate with it. Like, you was doing so much. Like, this is not no overnight success.
Yeah.
This is not.
It's cool because people see it now and they're like, whoa, dude, this is so cool. Like, welcome. And I'm like, oh, thank you, man. I'm feeling like a slave because I've been working behind the scenes for so long, you know?
Nah, that's a fact. So you started studying dance like around the age of 6?
Yeah, 7 years old, man. First dance class, African dance class, man. Absolutely terrified. You know, you walk in a class and at that age, I'm looking in the class and all I see is girls. Something that I can appreciate more today. But you know, at 6, you're like, where the fellas, man? Where the fellas? So that first class was terrifying, man. But as soon as the drums started playing, man, and I started moving, it was just like, I felt at home.
It was natural.
Natural, bro. And my parents used to dance as well, too.
Oh, okay.
So my father did African dance. My mom danced. She studied at the Jamaican School of Ballet in Kingston. So it was just, it was a normal part of the household.
Oh, okay.
We'd be, after dinner, dance break. Pops put on some music and we just in the living room vibing out, you know what I mean? My older brother is a tap dancer. He was in a Broadway show, Bringing the Noise, Bringing the Funk, with Savion Glover. So that gave us access to a whole new world as well. Now we're chilling with tap greats like Gregory Hines and just masters of the craft, you know what I mean? And looking at them as normal people. So it's really been a beautiful journey, man.
Yeah, that's legendary. So what's your background of your father? I know you said he was from Buffalo, but.
Yeah, so Pops he's from the east side of Buffalo, man. Grew up in the projects. Like, his story is crazy because he wasn't doing that good in school, man. Academics were tough, but he was a brilliant artist and had no idea he could even get into college until a guidance counselor was like, yo, there's scholarships. You can get a scholarship for your art. So this country bumpkin family from Alabama, living in Buffalo, hopped on a bus, came to New York City, just 18 years old, green, wide-eyed, and just ready to take up the city. Because he's from Buffalo. So, you know, Buffalo very different from New York City. So he's getting down here and it's just the culture, the energy, the food, the arts. And he just really got into just black empowerment and black excellence. And I think at that time in like late 70s, 80s, there was a surge of just embracing our blackness. You know, there was the Black Panthers, and my parents gave all their children African names. And my father started creating like African art. They grew out their locks, and it was really just a full embrace of themselves, which is beautiful because now it allowed me to embrace myself, you know, me even being a dancer and being like, oh, this dude dances. And I'm like, yeah, I dance.
Yeah, and
what's
what?
Up?
Like,
What's up? And what? Yeah, and I'm nasty on this joint too, bro. So.
Yeah, nah, definitely, bro. You him when it comes to that.
That's how I felt back then too, you know. But you're younger, you feel invincible. I'm like, you can't tell me nothing, man.
You gotta know it before they know it.
Yeah, you got to. Yeah. You can't convince someone else that you're great at something or this is possible if you don't feel convinced yourself, you know.
Yeah. So you went to LaGuardia High School.
LAG, man, the fame school. That school changed everything for me, man. It changed everything, you know, because it was probably the first time I realized that there were other people like me. That at 13, 14 years old knew like, nah, this is what I want to do. It's rare to be a teenager and be like, this is what I want to do when I grow up. So to be around people that shared the same goals and the same values, you know, it motivates you to continue to succeed. They say you are the sum of the main 4 to 5 people you hang out with. So if everybody is trying to win and be great, I got into LaGuardia, man, I was put into the lowest level 1, right? I get there, man, we do orientation. They put the list up like in the movies, you know. I was like, oh, what grade did you get in, you know? And of course I look at the advanced list and I'm like, boop, 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 boop. All right, let me look at this list again. I did that list about 6 times, bro. Like, my name has gotta be on here. Then I finally look over to the beginner list and I see my name on it. And I'm like, damn, man. That really hurts.
And everybody's seeing the list? Like, it's like public?
It's in the hallway.
That's crazy, man. Yeah, that's like when you get in test grade or something in school, and then you don't really want to show because you got 65. Like a 60-something. Yeah, bro. Everybody else got 90s and you trying to, like, you know what I'm saying, slide away a little bit. Like, yo, what you got? I ain't see it yet, like, or stuff like that. But yeah, so just how did that go? Like when after that part?
So, man, I remember standing there and I'm looking at the list and I'm like, wow, one humbled me. I came in there thinking I was the best thing since sliced bread, you know what I mean? Big fish in a little pond. My dance school, I was that guy, you know? This school, I'm like, oh, there's a lot of those guys, you know what I'm saying? And they're smoking me right now. So I remember staring at that list and man, it's really so funny. I said to myself, I said, you know what? By the time I leave this school, I'm gonna be one of the best dancers to ever grace these halls. I said, you know what? By the time I graduate, I'm gonna get into any school I want to get into. I'm gonna get scholarships, bro. Matter of fact, I'm gonna be in a senior concert before I'm even a senior. This is what I said. Freshman year was a rough year for me because I'm coming from Catholic school with nuns. You understand?
Yeah.
Like Catholic school, like getting up, saying the Pledge of Allegiance, walking single file, you know what I'm saying? Going to mass to public high school artists, no uniform. So I was just in school, like running around, cutting class, doing all the things I'm not supposed to be doing, you know what I mean? And I think it honestly came from me low-key being discouraged about the level I was put in. So I did not apply myself freshman year. Sophomore year, I got a girlfriend at the time, so I'm like, I'm not trying to be a loser, so let me apply myself, right? And that was just the catalyst to get me locked in, all right? So then I have a parent-teacher conference, and I think I'm doing good. And one of my teachers talks to my mom and she goes, you know, I just don't think the dance department is for him. You know, we have a wonderful technical theater department. He can learn how to be a stagehand and work backstage. And I'm just like, whoa, crushed. Because I'm going, how can you not see how passionate I am about this, right? So I was literally depressed for about a month in school, just kind of showing up. And crazy enough, my mom showed up to my school without telling me, unbeknownst to me, and spoke to my teacher and just let her know the effect that her words had on me, right? And my teacher came running into my classroom with tears in her eyes, like, yo, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I did not know that you felt this way. I did not know that my words impacted you in this way. I never meant to hurt you. But now I'm going, now I gotta make you eat your words.
Yeah.
Now I gotta make
Gotcha.
you eat your words. So that sophomore, junior year, I was an assassin, bro. I was stretching all day, every day, studying. I'm in school, then I'm going to after school programs, training, just trying to get as nasty as possible. Got into the senior concert my junior year. I'm
Wow.
like, check, fulfill that prophecy, right? Boom, senior year, I get moved up to the advanced level. Boom, end of the year, all the scholarships. I probably
Crazy.
cleaned up like 92% of the scholarships.
Wow.
I'm literally sitting at the award ceremony with my mom, like, yo, mom, this is crazy. They're like, Ade! I'm like, oh, snap, another one. I don't even know what this is for. All right, cool. Thank you, man.
Yeah.
And got to get into my school, man, full scholarship. So it was really a moment for me to realize that if I apply myself, I can really do this. Then look, remember I told you, freshman year, I messed up.
Yeah.
So senior year, I had to make up for all.
Night school.
Bro.
I had to go through that too.
Yo, so look at this. I'm like, yo, I have to graduate because how I'm trying to leave this school and the legacy I want to leave, it can't be, oh, he was a dope dancer, but you know he ain't graduate, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, I didn't want no asterisks or disclaimers next to my
Fact.
name. So senior year, I got to make up 5 classes.
Tough.
High school is only like 2 classes, right? So I spoke to my guidance counselor. She's like, oh, you're not gonna graduate, but you get to go to prom. I'm like, I don't give a damn about prom, lady.
Prom,
Like, I don't wanna dress up in no suit. So I ended up talking to a teacher of mine randomly, man. And she's like, wait, it's not too late to get into night school. I work at one at Washington Irving. Show up today and I'm gonna get you in, all right? Backstory. The summer before my senior year, bro, 2 weeks before school starts, house burns down.
Your house?
My house burns down 2 weeks before my
Wow.
senior year, bro. House burns down. We lose everything. We're staying at my aunt's house, staying at this, like literally couching over, and this is my senior year.
Y'all was good though?
Yeah, we were safe. We lost our
yeah.
dog. We lost our dog in
Rest
the
in
fire.
peace.
But nobody got hurt. But I'm coming into my senior year with all of this stuff on my mind, and I still got to show up and deliver, right? Like get to night school, and first day of class, I get there and the teacher's like, why are you just now joining us to night school? And I'm like, oh, apologies, my house burned down. And she's just like, oh,
Stuck.
have a seat, right? And I'm like, yeah, that's why you gotta be nice, lady, So I'm in night school 4 days a week. Tuesdays and Thursdays at Washington Irving down by Union Square, then Mondays and Wednesdays at another school. So my schedule was 8 a.m. to 3:30, full schedule of classes, LaGuardia. Senior year, right after school ends, we have rehearsal for the senior concert. So 3:30 to 6:30, I'm in rehearsal. Then I leave immediately, go to night school, 2 classes, finishing at about like 11:30 p.m. Getting home after midnight, doing my LaGuardia school homework, doing my night school homework, getting up, right back again, 5 days a week.
Putting in that work.
Bro, I'm exhausted. And then I had to take another class, independent study, where I got to do a whole semester in 2 weeks.
I heard about something like that.
You know what I'm saying? So
That's
I'm to this day, I still don't know how I was able to make it through, bro. I was locked into something beyond me, bro. But that moment has stayed with me forever because now I'm going, oh, it's possible. Anytime I feel overwhelmed, I look back at that moment and go, that was the worst of the worst, man. And you sailed through that. So strap up, man, and continue to push forward.
Nah, that's a fact. But I want to just get into in 2010, you was on So You Think You Could Dance.
Yeah, man.
If people didn't know that. A lot of people didn't know that.
It's like that's the Snapple fact now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's crazy because when I was dancing, that was like my biggest credit. Like, oh snap! So you think you can dance? And it's funny because I knew that I would have to do something epic on an acting tip for people to not look at me as CHIKE, So I remember first coming into the game and I would go on audition, like, oh my God, I know you. So you think you can dance? You're a dancer. And I'm like, no, you ain't just
I'm an
see the
actor.
scene I
I'm an
just
actor
delivered
now.
for y'all.
Like, yeah.
So I'd be like, no, I'm not a dancer. I'm an actor that can dance.
Right.
That's how I started to redefine myself, right? So 2010, man, it's crazy because I was working at Rugby Ralph Lauren.
Oh, rugby's was fire back
Right?
in the day.
I used to
man.
work at Rugby, man. So
Yeah.
I'm working at
Oh, yeah.
at Rugby. It was awesome to work there, but I'm sitting there like, y'all, listen, man. I'm not a normal guy. I'm not like y'all, man. Y'all want to work here. Y'all want to move up, become managers, go to corporate. I'm like, bro, I'm not. This is not for me. This is literally a transitional period. I'm using this to fund my career, right? And one of my coworkers was like, yeah, well, you're such a good dancer. Why are you working here? And I said, you're right. Yeah. I said, yo, you're right. Damn. So I saw the audition for So You Think, and I would watch the show all the time and be like, man, I smoke these dudes. They not messing with me, man. I'm nicer than all of these cats, right? Yeah. So when I see this audition, I just hear a voice that says, put your money where your mouth is. And I'm just like, I don't really have an excuse to not audition. So I didn't tell a soul. I just told my immediate family, my parents and my siblings. Because I'm like, if I don't make it on the show, nobody will know. You know what I mean? If I'm telling everybody like, yo, I'm auditioning for this and I get cut, then I'm like, if I don't make it on the show, it'll be able to just be swept under the rug. I can go back to my peaceful life.
Just like when you was in school and then they showing everything.
Literally, bro, literally. Nah. So I had one experience at the store with just a really bad customer, right? And I'm going, oh, that's it. I can't do this anymore because I can't even respond as a normal person. I got to respond as an employee for this company. So that really motivated me to just go for the audition, man. I line up at the theater, 6 o'clock in the morning, it's pouring, raining, and I'm just like, go home, bro, what are you doing? And something just kept me there, bro. Get there, I'm waiting for hours, finally get on stage, make it through the first few rounds, then I make it to the next day. I'm there 6 a.m., don't dance until like midnight, just there. So now by the time I finally dance, my body is tight, I'm trying to do it, I almost slip. They roast me, I gotta do another audition. And I make it to Vegas. And I'm like, oh snap, I made it to this
big stage,
next level. This is crazy. They flying me out to Vegas, they putting us up at Planet Hollywood Hotel. And I get to Vegas and it's terrifying because I'm seeing some of the best dancers
in the world.
And I'm like, yo, that's Alex Wong. That's Billy Bell. That's Anthony. These are all living legends, right? And I'm like, what would make them choose me over them? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And originally, So You Think, they choose a top 20. My year, they're going, we're just choosing a top 10 because we're bringing back all-stars. So now I'm going, you just cut my chances in half. Yeah. You know what I mean? The odds of me getting it are even less now. So I just stick through, man, stay focused. I fight through Vegas week, bro. Every day was harder than the next, you know what I mean? Like the next day was harder than the previous day. And the previous day was the hardest thing I had ever done. You know, so I'm sitting there realizing, yo, I gotta just push through. Yeah. Then there's a moment they're gonna send me home.
That's a fact.
They were gonna send me home and I'm like, what? And I just start crying. Not because I was sad or because I was hurt. I was just so frustrated. And I'm like, I can't really express myself. Yeah. You know, I can't go, yo, no, you gotta, because then you're gonna be that guy on the show that's like, stop talking, just stop talking, just let them do what they do and just leave, bro, you know? So they give me an opportunity to dance for my life. That's like a second chance, right?
Oh, okay.
So immediately cameras just all up in your face. And I'm like, yo, can I get a moment? They're like, this is the show. So I literally go to the bathroom and I'm chilling in the stall because that's the only place that the cameras can't come. I'm in the stall like this, legs up, bro, just like, oh, I just need 5 minutes. They come knocking in like, hey buddy, you gotta come out here. You gotta come out. So I call my mom and I'm just telling my mom what's going on. And she's like, well, did they send you home? I'm like, no. She goes, well, you have a second chance to show them what you have to offer. And I'm like, you know what? They sent me home, they sent me home. This is for my moms. I don't give a damn about anything else. Yeah. I'm doing this for my mom. So when I went out there, I remember starting my choreography and I don't remember seeing anybody. I don't remember seeing it. I was just so locked in. It was just like, by the time I finished, I didn't care what the judges had to say. I didn't care if they accepted me or not. I'm like, I feel great with what I just displayed for you guys. So I did it. Next thing you know, yes. And I'm sitting there like, what? To go from having a really rough start to this situation to getting a unanimous yes to go through to the next rounds, right? Make it through Vegas, I'm back at work. Because there was
rugby.
Yeah, back at rugby, back at the, boop. I told cats I took a ski trip.
Yeah.
Nobody knows because I still don't know if I've made it on the show.
Right.
So like a month later, producers call, they come to the crib like, hey, we're gonna be coming to your house and a judge is gonna come and let you know if you've made it or not. I'm like, that's terrible. So y'all gonna come to my house, set up lights, talk to my family and possibly tell me no? So I'm just there terrified, bro. They come to the crib, talking to me, give me some constructive criticism, and I'm like, oh, here we go, bro. And the choreographer, Mia Michael, she goes, you had a move in your solo. It was something like this, right? I'm like, yeah. She goes, you're in our top 10. And I'm just like,
wow.
Whoa. I'm leaving for LA in a week. So I gotta go to rugby. So I'm like, hey guys, listen, can I talk to y'all real quick? They're like, oh, no, man. Because I was just complaining about money a couple weeks ago. So they're like, oh, dude. I'm like, no, guys, listen. I got some good news and some bad news. Good news is I've been selected to be a part of top 10 for So You Think You Can Dance. They're like, what are you talking about, bro? I'm like, more on that later. Bad news is today's my last day. All right, I'm out. So I just dipped out. I'm in LA on the show. Whirlwind, bro. Absolutely terrifying. Probably the most terrifying experience of my life. Because it's me. It's not a character.
Yeah.
So you're getting people going, I hate this dude. He's horrible. He's a mistake. And I'm sitting there having to go, man, all right, why do you hate? I'm just a dancer.
Yeah.
You know, but the best experience I could have ever had, just crash course into the industry, crash course into having thick skin, hearing the worst of the worst on live television, bro.
Yeah.
For 3 months, you know what I'm saying? The worst of the worst, and having to stand there and go, thank you, Nigel. You know, and the biggest compliment was people talk about my grace and how I handled myself. Because it was tough, you know, like I would just try to hold my composure because I didn't want anyone to see me break on national television.
Right.
You know? So I'm sitting there just bottling up all these things and they cut to commercial and I'm just like, yo, I gotta quit. I can't do this. I cannot get through this. But when you push through those moments, man, there's so much abundance on the other side of that.
Yeah, definitely, because that's live television. Like
live television,
it's no cut.
No cut, bro. You make a mistake, there's nothing they can do about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You drop a partner, you fall on the floor. It's not like, okay, could we do another take? You know what I mean? It's the one you do has to be the best one. But that's preparation, me transitioning to acting, you know, because I don't treat it like I got 1,000 takes. Because every production, every director is different. You might have a character that's insignificant in the grand scheme of things, and they're not gonna marinate in this scene. So it's like, I'm coming in performance ready from the first take. You know what I'm saying? And that's coming from my experience on doing So You Think You Can Dance. It's that preparation.
I was just about to segue into that because it definitely trained you like for acting.
Yeah.
So you're already like, you know, like, you had thick skin from before.
Yeah.
You know how to, like, when somebody tell you no, you don't care.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because you might do a take on set and the director's like, no. Why are you doing that? And somebody might go, are you serious? Oh, well, this is what I thought. All right, cool. What are you trying to accomplish? You want it like this? Cool. Let's bang it out. Boom. No feelings in this, man. Just allow me to remove the emotions, which is tough because I'm doing what I love.
Yeah.
Right? This is an emotional experience. This is something that I love. So to have someone tell you to remove the emotions from it was really tough for me. But now that I'm older, I'm like, oh man, let's do another take.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, you can't take stuff personal.
Can't take it personally because I might not see what they see.
Yeah.
I don't know what the director is trying to accomplish. I don't know what that shot looks like behind the camera. I'm in front of the camera, so he might have a completely different vision and perspective from mine. So the best thing I can do is honor his and hopefully get the chance to honor my perspective as well.
Right. So you was on Grease Live.
Yeah, man, Grease Live.
That's different. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, that's legendary.
That was
for the people that don't know. Like,
history, man. You know,
Yeah.
I was like, for me to be black and in Grease, so I've just thought about the new generation and my nephews and nieces. This will be the Grease that they see. Because they're not watching Grease with John Travolta, you know what I mean? They're not watching them old movies. But if they watch this, I'm like, man, this is a part of history, man. Then I'm getting a chance to work with Keke Palmer, Vanessa Hudgens, Jessie J. I got to choreograph and teach Boys to Men some choreography, bro. I'm in the studio with these cats, and I'm like, I want more of this, right? So I'm there as a dancer, but like, I gotta get to the other side. I gotta get to the other side, man.
Right,
so,
right.
You know, being able to see it in front of you only allows you to manifest it even more clearly.
Right.
And then I'm around people like, I remember Kiki being like, yo, you ever thought about doing stand-up? And I'm like, well, what? Because I'm a dancer here. I'm like, whoa, you think I'm funny? You can see me in those little things, bro, just planted a seed in me to let me go, okay, so there are other people that see what I see.
Yeah.
So I gotta just keep working until it's no longer just something that's inside of me and it's something that is tangible and put out into the world.
You have to keep going, man.
You have
like,
to keep going, bro.
Like the shirt, man.
Exactly.
This episode is sponsored by Keep Going merch.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yes.
Go on businessandco.store. Go get you a shirt, hoodie. You know what I'm saying? He already got his.
I got mine in the bag right now.
Yeah, he already got his. You know what I'm saying? But you definitely funny naturally, though.
Oh, thank you, man.
Definitely funny naturally. Because everybody don't got that, man. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think it's also growing up in New York, man. It's survival, bro, because you're going to get roasted. My name is CHIKE, bro. You know, I was called every name in the book, man. Freak, you have to get this, you know what I'm saying? So eventually I'm like, I have to turn these tables. And, you know, honestly, growing up, watching Martin, Wayans Brothers, Jamie Foxx, I didn't realize how much of an impression those things left on me. You know what I mean? You look at Martin, this dude is skinny, big ears, but on the show, he's the big dog. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it allowed me to look at myself in a different light. So I'm walking around like, oh, what you talking about, bro? And realizing just the power of the tongue and how I could just change a situation. I wasn't a hard kid. I was a really nice, happy guy. You know, I wasn't out here I wasn't trying to scrap. You know what I mean? I was trying to make
Scrappy.
So I really was the comedy was a big part of my life, man. You know, and even with Scrappy and Raising Kanan, any role I do, I always try to keep the characters colorful and sprinkle in a little bit of that comedic flair. You know what I'm saying?
That's definitely fire, man. Like it make my job easier. Like when I do videos on the show.
Oh yeah.
That was it. I'm not gonna lie, cause when they already when the characters are already funny, it's not. I'm like, I could do a video like that, cause it's already funny.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? It's something that people gonna laugh at anyway. But
your videos are hilarious, bro.
Appreciate that.
I'm serious,
bro.
because when Scrappy got killed, I was off the gram for like 3 days because it was just sad. People like making obituaries, and I'm like, yo, I'm alive, bro. Like I'm seeing me with doves in the clouds, and I'm like, this is kind of hard to watch. You know, cats making posters with the pistol to my head, the bullet coming through. So I'm like, I'm gonna take some time off this thing. And then I remember seeing your joint, bro, because I saw previous videos, and I was like, man, I hope when Scrap dies, my boy does one for me. That I remember.
That's crazy, bro.
Nah, Scrap. R.I.P. Scrap. And I'm just sitting there like, yo, this dude is genius. This dude is genius, man.
Nah, I had to, bro, because I was pissed, bro. I'm like, nah, why they do that for? I knew you didn't tell. I knew you didn't tell, bro. I was like, yo, it's crazy because I did that video and no evidence came out that it was your mom or none of that. I was just like, yo, it probably was his mom. Like, you know what I'm saying? His mom was a CI, saying it wasn't him. You know what I'm saying?
What was there to tell?
Yeah, I mean, you knew everything, but still.
I had plenty of opportunities to tell. So it's like, in that moment, there was nothing happening that would make me go, oh snap, they got something on me.
Yeah.
You know?
Nah, that's a fact, bro. And you lost your eye. Like, you lost your eye. You were in the trenches for them.
Come on,
you
bro.
was going
they
crazy,
dropped me off
bro.
butt naked on the stoop in a pair of briefs.
Yeah. Warrell and them. Like, they did you dirty, bro.
And I was wearing boxers that day. You understand? So somebody stripped me, put me into a pair of briefs, and dropped me off in front of Rock's house, man.
And I think I put in the video, too. They forgot when you picked up Kanan, too. Kanan shot his pops and all that. You pulled up on him.
With the eye patch.
Yeah.
Driving at nighttime, bro.
Saved his ass, picked him up and all that. Drove him back to the hood. Got him away, you know what I'm saying? Cops was just running around the hood all night, bro.
But that's the beauty. The cool thing is I can rest and sleep well knowing, Scrap wasn't a snake. You know, because after that first episode, people were like, oh, you dirty, man. You a snake. I'm like, yo. Wait till next week, man. Let this thing unfold before y'all don't even have any evidence, bro.
Nah, that's a fact, bro. Power universes, they different.
Oh yeah, it's a different ball game, man. But it's wonderful. I'm honestly happy to even be a part of it, even if I do play a small role in the grand scheme of it.
Nah, you had a big role,
to be a part
bro.
of it, man.
Don't discount it.
Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Your role was definitely like prominent, like definitely needed.
Thank you, man.
You know what I'm saying? Definitely. I think I put in the video too, one of the most loyalist soldiers.
Oh yeah.
In Power history though.
Yeah, that's the crazy part, man, because I would see like these polls. It'd be like Scrappy, 2-Bit,
Julio.
Julio, and like 2 other characters, and I'm like, whoa, Scrap is in that category?
Yeah.
And it would really be overwhelming to me because I'm in it, you know. I'm just doing the work. I'm like, man, these are my choices. I hope that the people bang with it. I hope they like the character. I hope it helps push the story along. But I had no expectations. I could not anticipate anybody even recognizing me from the show.
Yeah.
Like I did not expect anything. I'm walking through the sty, normal, like on the back blocks. Cats like, yo, I'm like, whoa,
chill,
we
chill,
good? They're like, what's up, Scrap? I'm like, oh my God. Wow, I'm on a show. I had to remember cats looking at me and I'm like, you good, boy?
Yeah.
You look like old boy on TV. And I'm like, oh snap, I gotta remember. This is a show that people watch.
Yeah.
I've been on plenty of shows that nobody's ever seen. You know, so I'm like, oh, people actually watch this joint. This is a new experience, you know.
Yeah, so like just take us through that. Like how was the audition process? Wow. You know what I'm saying? The call, like I know that was life changing because when you get on Power, like it's different after that. I'm not gonna cap.
Wow, so my first Power experience, I went in for Power Book 2 Ghost. I went in for Kane Tayada.
What?
That was the first role. And I was like, yo, this dude is nuts. He crazy, bro. I'm like, I don't know, man. He's a little, it just started off wild, you know. Shout out to Woody, because he does a hell of a job with that joint, man.
Different with that.
And a couple months later, I want to say maybe like 2 months later, I get called in for Raising Kanan. But I get called in for the role of Lulu.
Wow.
I auditioned for Lulu and sent off the self-tape. And then I get a call back like 2 weeks later, all right? And they're like, yo, you got a producer session at the studio. And it's so cool because when I get to the session, right, there's 2 other dudes there. First dude is Toby Sandman, who ended up playing Symphony.
Yeah.
Second dude is Quincy.
Oh.
Right? So first I see him, I'm like, we couldn't possibly be going in for the same roles. I'm like, y'all too pretty, man. Like, I'm like, what we going in for right now, man? Yeah, I'm like, nah, man. I'm like, something ain't right. So I get in the room, man. I do my thing. It was such a weird energy in the room. I could not tell if I had a good audition or not. Like you walk in a room, there's 20 people, and it's just like, right? And I'm just sitting there like, hey, and I remember Sasha Penn, the writer and creator of Raising Kanan. He just said something that kind of broke the ice, and I was like, this dude, he's cool. I had no idea that was even Sasha. I just thought there was a cool dude in the room. I do my 3 scenes. I leave the audition. I call my wife like, yo, babe, I don't know, bro.
What scenes?
It was, wow, okay, so the first scene was probably from the first episode when it's Rock, Marvin, and Lulu in a diner, and they talking about like the mathematics, the God power, and it was that scene. They talking about like, yo, there's a bodega on something and shore. They was trying to find a new stash spot.
Okay.
You know how they end up getting a bodega?
Yeah.
Right. So they was talking about that. Second scene was Lulu talking to Jukebox.
Oh, okay.
When he got famous studio time, but she didn't get studio time, right?
Yeah, she was tight about that, yeah.
Then the third scene, which was the one I loved, was when Lulu and Marvin got into it and they ended up fighting.
Oh, they was fighting outside.
Yes. So I'm in that joint like, so I'm giving it, I'm like, oh, this is the scene that's gonna book it, right?
Yeah.
I'm giving them the New York energy, boom, 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 and they're like, let's try it like this. And I'm like, okay, all right. I mean, that one felt good, but all right, let's just do it, Joe. So we do it again. So I just leave the audition just completely like, all right, I probably ain't booked that joint. All good. Leave it alone. And my manager calls me 2 days later like, yo, check your email. email from casting like, hey, so the role of Lulu went in a completely different direction. However, we love him for the role of Scrappy. And I'm like, I don't know who this is, but I like his name. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm like, if his name is Scrappy, the boy is probably scrapping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Unless
Sound
he
like
was
some
born
Brooklyn
in the
shit.
scrapyard. You know, there's two. But I mean, you know what I mean? It's two possibilities. You know, either he's collecting junk or that boy is out here swinging. You know, so I'm like, Scrappy, okay. Had no lines, anything. I'm like, who is this guy? What am I doing in the show? So I originally was gonna say no.
Wow.
Because I didn't know what it was. I'm like, nah, man, I went in for Lulu. Who is this guy? What's this? Who is he?
Yeah.
So Sasha Penn actually called me.
Wow.
And we chopped it up, and he just kind of gave me a expedited rundown of Scrappy's journey, things he's gonna be doing without revealing too much. Like, yo, it's gonna be with Kanan. Kind of shows Kanan some things. He's Rock's right-hand man. So I'm like, okay, cool. He told me some things about what could possibly happen to him. You know, me getting in trouble. So I'm just like, all right, you know what? Let's do it.
Yeah.
Still not knowing what I'm coming into because I didn't audition for Scrappy. So I don't know what to even truly bring to this character, right?
Yeah.
But Sasha goes, I want you to make Scrappy whoever you want him to be. So I'm like, oh.
That's fire. Control.
So now I'm going, now I can really give this character some depth, and I can create my own backstory. I can create my own intentions and goals and ways of moving. So I just really came through to honor New York City and the New York Goonies I grew up seeing on the corners. You know, I'm like, yo, if these cats,
in best style.
yes, if these cats respect the work and they think that this dude is thorough, then mission accomplished. I wasn't worried about Hollywood or what critics or anybody thought. I said, yo, this is for New York City, bro. If I can successfully pull this off, man, job well done.
Definitely. So like you work with some dope characters in the show though.
Yes.
Yeah, like very dope. So how was it working with Makai?
Oh man, I love that dude, man. Shout out to Makai Curtis, man. That's a good little bro. Yo, he's brilliant, man. For a young kid, not a young kid, a young man to take on such an important role.
Yeah.
This is called Raising Kanan. And
Yeah.
you're playing Kanan.
50.
And to see him, and you playing 50. This is already somebody, you know? And you got to come in and tell his story from the beginning. But to see him come in, man, he's so focused, so disciplined, so dedicated, man. There's no ego. He's just there to work, man. Probably one of my favorite people to film with, man. Like, our scenes are just effortless. It's not work because we got a genuine love and rapport in real life that by the time they say action, it's like, go. Let's get started. Boom. And which also gives us the opportunity to push things way further than if I don't know you, I might not feel comfortable making certain choices. So my favorite episode that we shot together was the episode when we fight.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask you about that too.
You know what I mean? His energy, my energy. We in there getting so much adrenaline. We throwing punches at the wrong time. Boom! He punched me in the face. I'm like,
yeah,
like Chico. Boom. So it's an absolute blast, man. When you're working with people that you love, it's a win-win every single day. I look forward to going to work. I can't wait to get out the trailer to go over these lines. And yo, I'm gonna try it like this, bro. I'm gonna say it like this, you know. I'm gonna try to piss him off. When we first started shooting, he was like, "Damn, man, I feel you really little man to me." And I'm like, "Yeah, what are you doing here?" You know what I'm saying? You in my stash spot right now. I'm babysitting, you know. But cast is incredible, man. Everybody that shows up is showing up at 1,000%. So it's forcing you to level up every single minute of the day. You're going, oh, that's how you come in?
Yeah.
Okay, so now I gotta
go
lock
crazy.
in. You know?
I gotta go crazy.
Yeah, man.
Now I'm telling you, some great actors on that show, and you work with Patina Miller.
Patina, bro, come on. Somebody came up to me and was like, yo, man, I love how you when you work with Patina in your scenes with Rock, how you show her respect. Like you play your role, but you're not trying to. And I'm like, bro, that's real. Yeah. She commands that energy. When she goes through hair and makeup, wardrobe transformation, you don't see Patina anymore.
Yeah.
You see Rock, the hair and everything. You're like, oh, she makes you pull up, and she's just a force because she's an absolute sweetheart. Absolute sweetheart.
Yeah.
So even the scenes when she got to kill me, she's like, "Oh no, oh man, this is so sad," you know.
Right.
Everybody forces you to do something. In London, crazy.
I was gonna ask you right next.
He's so funny. He's so witty. We do the table reads. He
do stand up.
Yeah. That's the thing, bro. I first watched him on Ballers.
Yeah.
HBO. That was my first introduction, and I loved his character on there because I had a friend on the show. And I remember, I actually hated his character. I said, yo, whoever played this cat, I can't stand him, bro. Because he was an antagonist.
Yeah.
And my boy goes, well, bro, you know, he's actually a comedian. He's actually really funny and a nice guy. And that moment clicked for me that I don't have to be nasty to play a nasty character. I don't have to be mean to play a mean character. It literally was me watching London and Ballers that even made me playing Scrappy possible.
You ever told him that?
Yeah, but he can't receive it. He's like, he's a Taurus like me, so Taurus is like, but he won't receive it. But I'm like, bro, I tell him that all. I'm like, bro, I gotta give you your flowers, man. It's an honor to work with you, bro. Him even making me want to try improv more and trying more choices and different takes. I'm looking at him like, yo, this dude said something different every single time. Every single time. And you're just going, whoa, how does he feel so confident in his choices? But he's working on it so much that preparation allows him to fly free once we get on set.
Yeah, you could tell he loved the craft.
He loves it, bro. That whole cast is crazy, man. That was the saddest part about Scrap getting killed off. I'm like, dang, man, like, we can't hang out anymore. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna miss y'all. We're still cool, still chill, but it's just a different dynamic when you get to go to work with these people every day, you know.
So you got like any 50 Cent stories? Like you ever met like
I met 50 at the first table read, which was crazy. So I was living in LA at the time. When I was in LA for 7 years. So I flew back to New York for Power. This is my first joint I worked on in the city. So I'm feeling crazy because I've been on my California tip. Yeah. I'm chilling, palm trees, going on hikes. So I'm like, I don't even know if I could fully pull this off. Yeah. Right? So we get to the table read. I get to the building. And I'm like, all right, bro. I get off the elevator. There's like 6 cameras. Boom. I'm like, oh, snap. They're recording this. I forgot. This is Power. This is a whole new ballgame. So I literally looked at the room and I turn around and go straight to the bathroom. I'm like, nah, I need a moment. This is crazy. Right. So I go to the bathroom. As soon as I get to the bathroom, Sasha Penn is in the bathroom, right? I'm like, oh, crazy. What's good, man? Good to see you, right? We get to the table read. I'm seeing the cast. I'm seeing Joey Badass, seeing all of these people. I'm just like, whoa. This is crazy, man. This is really beautiful. Then in walks 50, right? And I'm like, wow, I'm really here. Yeah. I'm sitting at the table. My name tag is there. I only had about 3 lines in that first episode. So I'm just like, man, I can't even really do nothing, but I'm happy to be here, you know? Yeah. And I remember when the table read was over, I feel somebody tapping me on the shoulder. And I turn around and it's 50 like, yo, what's up? And I'm like, oh, what's good, 50? Like, I'm like, for him to come over to me and to dap me up just spoke volumes. Because I'm like, I'm not anybody right now. You know what I'm saying? So it really meant a lot and showed a lot about his character, man. So I'm just happy to have been on the ride.
Yeah, he's seen something in you. He's seen something in you and just, you know what I'm saying, pulled up on you.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying, before everything and all that. That's dope.
I'm thankful, man. You got to cherish those moments because they don't come around often. You know, just the reminders that, okay, I'm moving forward. This is forward progress, you know?
Nah, that's a fact. A lot of people don't know you was on David Makes Man.
Oh wow, yeah.
Like that. That's a big deal right there, man.
That was the one that changed my mentality, and allowed me to realize, oh, if I could dream it, I can manifest it. Because before that, I'm like, man, y'all really want to play a gangster, man. I got to play something because people looking at me as a dancer. I'm doing these high school joints, the jock, the nice guy, and I'm like, yo, the moment I get to be a savage on screen, it's going to change the way people look at me, right?
Yeah.
So when I first booked that joint, another crazy story. I was going for the character that I ended up booking, but then I went in for his father, and I'm like, wait, what? I just went in for the son. Now I'm going in for the pops. I'm trying to grow out my beard. You know what I mean? Like, and then I ended up having a callback for the pops, and then I'm supposed to do a screen test, and then I couldn't because I was working on another project, and they're like, you know what? We're just gonna use your audition. Actually, we're looking at you again for the role for the son. So it was just a whole runaround, right? Then I get a call from my team like, so listen, you just got one more person that needs to sign off on it, and they're watching it tonight, and that's Oprah Winfrey.
Wow.
So I'm like, what? I said, Oprah's watching my tape tonight? I'm like, yo, I already won.
Yeah.
Oprah's going to see my face, watch me do it. If I don't even book this, Oprah watch me get busy.
Yeah.
I'm already good, bro. So we my wife, she had photoshopped a photo of me and Oprah, right? Like Oprah smiling at me and me like I put that joint on the fridge. So I'm walking past this every day just like, yeah, we're gonna have this moment in real life. Yeah, we're gonna have
Before any of that happened, you mean?
Yeah.
Wow.
Right?
That's crazy.
So I'm supposed to hear from casting. We don't hear anything the next day. I'm like, so now I'm feeling crazy. I'm literally just waiting around by the phone, bro. Just like, I don't wanna go to the movies. I don't wanna do anything. I wanna be by the phone. They don't call, right? Wow. This is a crazy story. The next day, bro, I'm at the crib and I'm behind on my rent. I'm like 2 weeks late, and I'm like, yo, I feel crazy. I'm broke. I don't know what to do. I'm like, I'm gonna have to call my father-in-law. And I called him up, like, yo, Robin, man, I need a loan. I'm gonna pay you back. I just gotta pay this rent. He's like, yo, you good, man? I got you. No worries. Bro, I go to the bank, right? Get the cashier's check, drop it off in the rent box. By the time I get to my apartment, there's already an eviction notice on my door. And I'm just like, even though I just paid it, but I'm just seeing that just made me feel so like I had no control over my life, you know. And I'm just like, yo, I'll be back. I just gotta go take a walk. I left my phone at the crib and just went for a walk for like 30 minutes. And when I came back to the crib, I hear my wife on the phone, and I'm like, oh man, she probably talk about me to my moms, you know what I mean? I done left for a walk and whatnot. And I open the door and she's like, yo, Carl just called. Your manager, he just called. And I'm like, all right, well, let's see what he's talking about. Call him back. They're like, what's up, buddy? I'm like, you tell me. So, buddy, you got one more audition. It's with Oprah on set. And I'm like, all right, cool. When is it? They're like, no, bro, you booked the job.
Wow.
And I'm like, what? To go from being broke, asking my father-in-law for a loan, eviction notice, to getting a phone call that was changed my life forever.
Forever, yeah.
Forever. You know, I made more money in that first episode than I made in the past 3 years, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Being able to be comfortable. Like I flew my whole fam out to Orlando when we were filming. Flew out my nephews and nieces so I could take them to Disney World. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so it was a wonderful, wonderful opportunity, man. And to get the cosign from Oprah Winfrey and Michael B. Jordan, and working with Terrell McCraney, who wrote Moonlight, it was just like, I was just thankful and grateful to be in such good company.
Yeah, that right there is crazy, bro. Like, a lot of people probably didn't know that, but
yeah, bro. And you could be embarrassed by those stories, but that's a part of my testimony now, right? Because I hope that it would encourage anybody that's on a journey and sees the darkness more than they see the light to keep going and to push through.
Yeah.
You know, because if I would have gave up, I don't know where I would be today. Yeah. I don't know what I would be doing, you know what I mean? So I'm just thankful to have broken through that barrier, bro, and now I'm going, I can never go back there.
Yeah.
I can never go back there, you know what I mean?
I'm saying, yeah.
So
nah, only on the Love is Love podcast you get stuff like that, man.
Come on, man.
I mean, that's the
Come on, man. Exactly.
CHIKE came through, man. He dropped so many gems. I'm saying, like, yo, you just gave so much gems, bro. Like,
thank you,
appreciate you, son.
I appreciate you.
Just want to know like what you working on next.
Yo, so it's crazy, man. I'm doing my acting thing. We got some auditions and things in the works. But now I'm really trying to not transition, but also put my hands in writing and directing and just creating my own films, because I don't want to sit around. I got so much inside of me that I'm like, I refuse to sit around and wait for someone to just give me an opportunity when I can create them myself.
That's a fact.
You know, it's like what you're doing with this. You know, you can wait for somebody to look at you as a good journalist or host and hope that they would put you on their podcast, or you could create your own lane. You know, so I want to be able to have my own thing. I want to have my own production where I can choose the directors and the producers and actors and shine a light on upcoming talent and even just the city. Eventually the goal is to open up a full-on production studio for acting, filming, podcasts, like just photography, a full in-house space that is hopefully can be free or just donation based for the community, you know?
That's super dope, man. So we're gonna end it like this, man. Appreciate you coming through. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, bro.
Thank you for having me, man.
Yeah, you already know. Just tell them your Instagram, where to find you at and everything.
Yes, my Instagram at ADECHIKE, that's ADECHIKE, and that's me on Twitter as well.
Yeah, so go tap in with him. Directors, go book him because his acting is crazy on another level.
Thank you,
know what
man.
I'm saying?
I appreciate that, bro.
You're ready. It's business, aka the Show Venter, Love is Love podcast. We going up every week. You know what I'm saying? He just blessed the episode. We out. You know what I'm saying?
Keep going.
Keep going. Yeah, you already know.
Yeah.